Monday night broadcast here on. A moment here now to see the numbers for Trey Murphy.
And something has really clicked for him at the free throw line. In the past 5 games, his percentage at the line is much better than it had been prior. Sometimes that's how it works. A switch flips, and all of a sudden, you're locked in.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. The guard pair are Henderson and Sharp. Avdia is out there with Victor Wembanyama. And it's Jay in at the 3 spot.
It keeps giving me this dynamic goal just so they don't have to give me that little bit of extra VC, because this one's almost a fail every time. I played over 100 of these games, and I've only been able to do that twice. Every time it's been because my teammates not playing defense.
When you have a confident and competent backcourt, it just opens up a lot of things for you offensively.
On offense here, the Pelicans. Tough loss coming against the Rockets in the last game they played.
And that was a tough one. They expected to play well and did, just not well enough.
Categorically, you look at that box score from that last game, and they outplayed their opponent in so many areas. I thought it was going to at least come down to a buzzer beater, but it did not.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
We know, Brent, there are many roads that lead to the modern NBA. And Shaedon Sharp took his own unique path.
Yeah, Kevin, you could say that again.
They won't even pass me the ball. I pressed past the last 2 plays. They won't even pass it to me.
Participated in a collegiate game, and then all of a sudden finding himself at the top end of the NBA draft without ever playing a college game.
For Portland, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Avdia, and finished off by Avdia.
How about the slam by Avdia, not messing around inside.
That's 3 plays in a row. They didn't pass it to me. Watch, I bet now they're not going to play defense, or I'm going to get screened like 5 times.
He's someone who's a factor on any given night, averaging more than 22 points a game.
That's 0 for 4 now. Time to slow it down.
Oh, nice. We actually did it. That's tough. That's only the 3rd time I've been able to do that. Like 100 games.
Early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
I even shot the ball. I haven't even shot it, man. These guys ain't passing me at all. That's wild. I have 2 assists.
And so it's Willie Green here calling timeout. And
at least we got the 10-point run. I can't complain about that.
To talk things over. And here's McCollum for 3. The shot goes in. First of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game.
And boy, did they need that one. Their first make in the 5 field goal attempts they've had.
Hey, Brad, what's one area where we really see these Portland Trailblazers excelling?
Well, they're great on the offensive glass. They have presence on the inside. They have a ton of focus on just collecting rebounds. So great at retrieving those misses.
And here's McCollum. After the 3-pointer from Jay, McCollum passes to Murray. Fires for 3. The rebound by Sharp. And Portland with the ball. They're on a 13-3 run. And the basket by Jay.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Well, Jay in that last matchup against Sacramento played superb basketball. He had an impressive number of points, and as we've come to expect, he filled it up from three-point range whenever he could. A mind-blowing effort, one that's going to be hard to repeat, but it's hard to bet against him. Kevin?
Excellent, David. Thank you. Greg, how impressive was it watching him completely take over?
Unstoppable. They won that game because of his effort and just his overall relentlessness.
They're going up against a team that had no answer for him. We'll see if it plays out the exact same way here tonight. Things are going south right now. This is not the type of shooting that his teammates expect from him.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
And so it's Willie Green here calling timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. For the Trailblazers. And so here is New Orleans. Porter finds Olynyk. And here's Porter. Olynyk sets a screen for Porter. Drains the three-pointer. Porter's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Good to see Porter Jr. knocking down the triple. Needs to keep taking and making those shots.
Olynyk is out there with Jones. Then there's Kevin Porter. And it's Boston in at the two-guard spot. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. Here is Porter after the Trailblazers pick up 2. Here's Boston. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now, he averages nearly 12 points a game. Jones kicks to Olynyk. Just 5 to shoot. Baseline J on the way. Porter, no luck.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
No good with the layup. Pelicans trail by 21. Two minutes now played in the second quarter. Jones with the screen on Henderson. Porter, no luck.
Well, his shots aren't dropping, and they haven't been able to keep pace, but they trust him enough to keep going to him, see if he can find it.
And here we are, Greg, about a third of the way through the season. Is it too early to talk about MVP?
Some people debate that even before the season begins. I think we do have a front runner, but out of respect for the field, I'll keep that to myself.
And again, New Orleans has no luck. Trailblazers leading by 23. Inside. The kick out to Simons. The three. Drains it from beyond the arc. Simons has got 7.
Yeah, Simons has great confidence in shooting that 3 ball, and that consistency will help this squad.
And Jones has it in the corner. Shot to stop the run. Walker with the rebound.
Well, nobody getting a hand in his face in that painted area. That's a miss he's going to be disappointed with.
The assist totals just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Here is Porter after the made shot from Jay. Boston the pass to Porter. Pass to Boston. The shot that time not on target.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, when you look at the draft, it seems talent evaluators have a type. LeBron James says our league is always hungry for potential. That's the whole focus of the lottery. It makes sense that those guys who are taken 16 through 30 are on real contending teams and making impacts. Of course, Kevin, everybody wants to draft the next LeBron. Good luck with that.
Or work with the next David Aldridge, a Hall of Famer. David, thank you. Here's Jay. This game, an incredible scoring display for him.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
There's 37 seconds left now here in the second. Pass to Jones. And slammed in by Jones.
Boy, that has to be a relief. Ending a 14-0 run by Portland.
Down low, here's Jay. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. And that's now 18 points for Jay.
They have a good plan going right now, and they're starting to create separation.
Well, game plan might have been good, but you have to bring it together. Right now, their chemistry is something to be admired.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
And it's good for 2. Jay's got 20.
There's Henderson showing off his vision, creating out of that 2-man situation.
Porter looking it over. It's blocked. They recover it. And so it's the Portland Trail Blazers up by 33 points as the buzzer sounds. A huge lead for them. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. And we'll be back with you shortly.
Welcome, one and all. Before we hear Kenny and Shaq's insights on that first half, let's look ahead and
looking at the Grizzlies matchup, they have to be feeling pretty confident. Good teams win the games they're supposed to. We'll find out how good they are.
Now we'll take a look back at that first half. What an all-around performance it was for the Portland Trail Blazers. Thank you for being with us.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. It's been one outstanding game from Jay.
Yeah, the passing he brings to the table on full display through the first 2 quarters.
Doing a great job of just setting guys up and demonstrating just how important ball movement can be.
Here's who Chauncey Billups will start the second half with. The guard pair are Henderson and Sharp. Wembanyama's out there with Avdia. And it's Jay in at the small forward. Both good from the line that time. And here are the Trailblazers now. Plays it up and banks it in. He's got 22.
And that's exactly what you want to start the second half. Smart play call.
halftime talks can go all over the board, but right there coming out, that's the way you want to start the half. Be aggressive.
They get it back. Nisi. Good defense by Wembanyama.
He gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy deuce there.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
And here's McCollum. After Avdia made the last three-pointer, McCollum finds Murray. Up and in on the layup.
Great concentration from DeJounte that time, just playing right through the contact.
If we're going to talk about, the craftiest players, Brent, in the NBA, where would you rank C.J. McCollum?
C.J. is one of my favorite guards in the league to watch. This guy is not overpowering physically, Kevin, but his efficiency and the way that he is so smooth on getting to his scoring zones is something that I don't think we appreciate enough.
And so it's New Orleans with it. The Blazers getting the bucket.
You got him!
The shot misses. Excellent defense there from Henderson.
Hate to say it, but if they're still trailing at the final buzzer, a lot of this is going to be felt by him. His shooting tonight has just been atrocious.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Well, the thing is, they're controlling the pace right now, and if that was the mantra for them at halftime, they've carried it out.
Here's Murray. The Blazers getting the bucket. Kicks it out to McCollum. Pass to Nisi. Murray for three. Again, the miss by Murray.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only one for the first five. And everything is dropping for them. Terrific second half run.
Well, with the confidence growing, that's one thing, but they seem to be getting more intense, and that's helping the quality of their play here.
Now here's Murray. From the arc. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Wembanyama's got his 7th rebound here tonight. And the basket by Jay.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
All night long, in control of the pace, and you don't want to let go of that rope right now.
Now here's McCollum. And he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game.
At this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact, and there are some some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Misi's shot is good.
McCollum with a great job using the screen, deadly either shooting or passing. Just a great job of reading things and action off the pick.
Now here's Avdia. He's got 7, buries the long-range jumper. Wow.
How unconscious has he been this quarter? They're riding that hot hand.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
McCollum outside. Poked away. Stolen by Avdia. And now running up the court. Avdia pushing it up. Floats it up for Wembanyama. Can't finish off the line.
We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space. Just clanked it.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. So Portland ends up going with the new group. The Pelicans have gone a perfect 7 of 7 from the line tonight. The first one falls. A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Simons, the pass to Walker. Kicks it out to Prince. Portland moving the ball around. Three-pointer, Simons. Misi grabs the rebound. Pass to Porter. Here's the floater. Not going to go that time. And so it's Portland able to put on a show for the ages. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We've got more in store for you right after this. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Brent, would you say the point guard is considered the toughest position to play in basketball?
You know, Kevin, I think there's been a massive shift in what the point guard represents in the NBA game. I mean, how many teams over the past couple years that have won championships have played with a traditional setup guard? What we're looking at is duos that can dribble, pass, and shoot and devastate defenses.
Kevin Porter is out there with Hawkins. Then it's Robinson. Then it's Jones. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. Shot clock at 2. Porter, no luck.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits, and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
And here's Hawkins following the 3 from Jay. Got a hand on it. Brent, we know that the NBA can be compared to any league in the world, and it is regarded as the best. But as someone who has won titles like you have, is it world champs, or should we just leave it at NBA champs?
Well, Kevin, it's a really good question, and I don't know what side I lean on. I prefer to talk about being the NBA champs. I mean, out of respect for what the world competitions represent, I think NBA champs is just fine.
And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Trailblazers.
All game long, they've had active hands and really out in the passing lanes. And that aggression on defense has resulted in a ton of steals.
Well, if we add another thing to it, it's about the urgency they've played with. I mean, you look at the eyes of these guys. They're focused, wanting to get up tempo, and that's helped them score on the fast break.
Pass to Hawkins. They set the pick, trying to end the drought. Walker with the rebound. Walker's got his 5th rebound in this one. The Trailblazers have gone a perfect 4 of 4 to start the final quarter. Can't ask for anything more than that. And Simons wide open. He'll fire. And he's good on the 3-ball. Simons has got 6 here in this quarter. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for New Orleans. Nothing doing offensively yet for them in the 4th. Outside, Jones. Shoots it. And again, no good by New Orleans.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
Well, the other team is scorching hot, and they come down on this end and can't find a way to get the embers going.
Now Hawkins, after the missed 3 from Jay, fires the 3, and it's Jones. That's on the assist by Robinson.
And some well-needed scoring. He stops a 13-0 run by the Trailblazers.
And now an update on Victor Wembanyama from David Aldridge. David, what'd you find out?
Hey, Kevin, I spoke with the head athletic trainer for the Trailblazers. He told me it's a sprained ankle. Of course, those can be tricky right in the heart of the season. This is when injuries start to mount. You're going to have to adjust. Kevin?
Well, thank you, David. Hopefully, we'll see him very soon. And here is Robinson following the 3 from Jay. 3-pointer. Rebound by Williams. Portland's gone to 3-point range for 12 of their points in the final quarter on 4 of 5 shooting.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Trailblazers.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And so all the hard work here tonight converted into a tally in the win column. It'll be number 26 on the year.
And they've taken control of the season series. This brings them to 2-0 with 1 game left against this squad.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Jay.
Just knows how to fill it up, and that's exactly what he did tonight. Nobody that they assigned to him could really get a handle on him.
The shot by Hawkins, no good. And here are the Trailblazers now. They've played a great 4th quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points.
Right here.
Pass to Williams. Here's Jay, defended by Jones, and he gets the bucket. Jay's got 47 points.
saw the opportunity to put this away, and you could see the killer instinct take over.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And that'll do it, folks. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening. Way to bring the effort tonight.
It's your night tonight.
Hey, did you see the dog park over there? I did. It reminds me. When did you find your hamster? Ooh, I went.
Get ready to rumble, young blood. AMP, it's your world. We just living.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to a special regular season contest. Tonight doubles as the West quarterfinal. Well, this game has that extra juice tonight. Two NBA Cup group winners going at it.
Yeah, these have been two of the best Cup teams in the West. This should be a fantastic game. A spot in the semifinals is on the line.
All right, let's check out San Antonio's starting lineup. We've got Klingon, Jeremy Sohan out. There with Devin Vassell, and there's Castle, and it's Fox in at the 1. To the middle. Here's Klingon. Optia pulls it in. Pass to Jay. The 3 is up. Another 3 for Portland.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Jay's gone 2 for 2 so far from 3. Vassell outside. Takes the 3. The basket's good. Off the assist from Fox.
More comfortable in these moments. Vassell wants the ball as much as possible.
Henderson, the pass to Jay. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And Fox has got the ball here for the San Antonio Spurs. It's a three-point game. A tough loss coming against the Lakers in their last game played.
And guys, it really was a thrilling duel all the way to the end. You hated to see anyone walk away the loser.
A loss is a loss, but some of them hurt more than others. You just hope the... Extended overtime minutes didn't zap their energy for this game. And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
Puts up a 3. Portland with a rebound. And that's 26 straight for them now. Only 2 other teams have ever won more games in a row.
The team is playing what I call nearly flawless basketball. They just can't lose. One of the most memorable winning streaks in league history. Seeing the way these guys are balling right now makes me want to lace it up a little bit.
Sohan outside. Second shot opportunity. And it's finished off by Fox as he lays it in.
He is a rare one who's more comfortable inside. Fox, look, his game is about attacking, getting in close, not necessarily making a ton of threes.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Vassell can't get it to go.
Despite the miss, those are the kind of looks coaches hope to create.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, Jay and the last matchup against the Pelicans really lit up the floor. He finished with 47 points, and he was locked in from deep. But when hasn't he been? And just a huge game for him. His coaches would love to see him do it again. Guys?
Okay, Allie, thanks. Well, that was an incredible night for him. They rode him to that win.
And he was more than happy to carry them, B.A. He might still be feeding off that performance heading into this one.
And it's very likely that he and his guys can carry that momentum into this one.
Outside Sharp. Pass to Jay. Launches it. That's basket. Number 6 in 8 tries.
They've really built this lead on the back of their perimeter game.
We'll see if they can keep this pace. Not sure they can win it by relying on just the 3.
Henderson against Fox. Gets it to drop. Now 2 of 4.
You look at Fox now compared to when he entered the league. He is so much more physical.
Grant, when you talk about De'Aaron Fox, what an exciting player.
That he is. And just now entering the prime years of his career. We've seen him make great strides the last few years. And it's trying to think just how much he can still improve.
Here's Castle, coming off a 22-point game against the Lakers. 4 on the clock. Misses the 3. Trailblazers lead by 9. And he lobs it up to the rim. It's stolen by Fox. Here's Castle.
You can't even throw alley-oops on rookie on 2K25, but still, the AI just still takes them. Look, has a clean lane. Oh, look, that one actually worked.
You don't see that many 6'2" players on the finishing end, but Henderson.
I'm trying to work on this weekly. It'd be easier to do this and get the flashy dunks because they always hit you. Anytime they even touch you and they make him do a layup, even if I have like 80 something, 88 driving dunk, I think, yeah, something like that. Or 90 driving, yeah, 90 driving dunk. I'm just going to throw, oops.
Is a prime exception.
Oh.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Fox finds Vassell. Here's Klingon. Back to Vassell. Rebound by Jay.
See, what a rough quarter for him. Nothing seemingly going his way.
They set the pick to the inside.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
They came out and bum rushed them. Huge difference in activity level from both teams tonight.
And so it's Portland in command with a 13-point lead at the end of the quarter. Up big because of their three-point shooting. Just going to town from downtown tonight. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin. on the scoreboard.
You're going.
So on the floor for San Antonio, Jose Alvarado is out there with James Harden. Then it's Andre Drummond. Then there's Castle. And it's Johnson in at the power forward position. Drummond to screen on Henderson. Fires from deep. And once again off the mark by San Antonio. Portland leading by 16. Here's Jay. Had a career game his last time out. Bucket after bucket. And Williams punches it home.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Yeah, not just an impressive showing on offense, but on defense as well, executing their game plan perfectly.
Harden scanning the floor. Pass to Castle. Shot clock at 6. Left side, Johnson. Beyond the arc. Tipped. And he's able to get it back. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Portland making a switch here. Sharps checked in. Klingon, he's checked in for San Antonio. Vassell comes in for Alvarado. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Henderson for 3. He's looking good. 2 buckets and 3 attempts.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Devin Vassell's progressing offensively. He said, I feel like the game has slowed down, just making the right reads. I know I can get to my spots. I just want to show that I'm an efficient scorer and a willing passer. I'm trying to be the best player that I can be.
Yeah, love that work ethic, Allie. Thanks. And that one's good. Jay.
I just love the ball movement.
And we've got a timeout called by Greg Popovich. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. And here in the first half of December, Look at the most recent power rankings. Hey, some intriguing stories. You look at San Antonio, they've fallen down to the 3rd spot and are hoping to turn things back around.
When I look at Portland, they've really lived up to the hype surrounding them this year, proving they're at the absolute top of their game.
Well, at this point of the season, the identity and merit of each team is becoming more and more clear, Grant.
Oh, yes. Indeed. I mean, we have a good...
And coach doesn't like the call at all. He's opting to use his challenge. He wants the officials to look at the replay.
People were worried that this would slow the action down.
The previous play is under review.
Smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
Victor Wembanyama's checked in for Williams. Sohan's checked in for San Antonio. Fox comes in for James Harden. And he makes a first. You know, Grant, you talk to scouts about Stephon Castle. They just feel like this guy's a winner.
Well, certainly we saw that at Connecticut. Now, as a freshman, he was a key piece in their title run. He actually turned up his game in the tournament, and that's rare for any freshman.
Oh, got that one quick. Jay's got 9 points in the quarter.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
Pass to Klingon. Here in quarter 2, we played a little over 2.5 minutes now. San Antonio again can't hit.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Here's Jay. He's guarded by Vassell. Here's Jay. No good on the triple. For San Antonio, they've gone 0 for 6 in the second. Not looking good. Fox against Henderson. Fox, that's good.
The defense comes at Fox hard, but he's ready for it. He knows how to stay agile and nimble inside.
And again for 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Pass to Sohan. Here's Castle. Fires for 3. It's hauled in by Wembanyama.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
Yeah, right now, he's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, and you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
Here's Fox. Hits the rim on the way in, and the bucket is good. Fox has got 8.
He's really carrying the load, but no man can do it all by himself.
Pass to Jay. Launches a 3. Connects again from distance. Woo, you can tell he's feeling it right now.
B.A., he's on fire.
Vassell outside. Hook loose. 40 seconds left in the second period. And the jam by Walker.
Just flawless timing right there.
Right? The dish, the catch, the flush, the whole thing was perfect. And here's Fox. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. And after this game wraps up, they're off to New York to take on the Knicks. That'll be the second of 2 games on the road. Blocked!
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Jay, the pass to Henderson. Throw it down on the lob.
And give their offense some love. they've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, coach has to be thrilled. You can draw up all the X's and O's you want, but guys have to go out there and execute with enthusiasm.
Fox up top, defended by Henderson. And here's Fox. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Lakers.
And defensively, he's been all over the place, wreaking havoc and pouncing on a number of steals. Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring, able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
A dominating first half of play, and so far, it hasn't been close. It's the Trailblazers running away with it. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
Hey, folks, thanks for joining us. It would be an understatement to say it's been a great half for the Portland Trailblazers.
It's one-sided on the scoreboard. Also in the rebounding column, they're hammering on these guys. This is how you blow a team out.
Yep, secure those boards, good things happen. Scientifically proven.
And guys, let's take a moment to recognize the top performer for each squad thus far.
We've got a game within a game. These two guys are trading blows, raising elbows, trading bows, making me wish I was out there right now.
That I would like to see. Shaq serving up elbow Sammys.
With extra mayonnaise.
Thanks for joining us. Time to head back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Here's Fox. Scoot and Sharp for the backcourt set. Denny Avdia out there with Wembanyama. And it's Jay in at the 3. That's the group on the floor for Portland.
With great mobility in the 8-foot wingspan. Yes, 8 foot. Wembanyama easily wipes that shot away. He's been playing great on. Selfish basketball, really putting the rock in the hands of the right shooters.
His court vision has been on display in this one. He's doing a tremendous job just orchestrating the offense beautifully.
Three-pointer, Fox. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Wembanyama's got his 5th rebound in this one.
And right now they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
Pass to Henderson. Now here's Avdia. 6 to shoot. And he's going for the oop here.
They still gave me a turnover for that. I wonder why Wembanyama didn't try to dunk that.
A little over a minute gone here in the second
half. That's why
half.
I'm not trying to just specifically get these oops, I guess. I need 75 more. I think I got like 3 more days.
Here's Klingon. Sohan outside. The 3. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got his 6th rebound on the night.
Coming out stone cold here. Sometimes the break will do that to you.
Fox with the ball. 11 points in the game. Pass to Sohan. Inside, Klingon. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
Oh, man, what happened at halftime? Since then, they're 0 for 4.
Jay, the pass to Wembanyama.
And you see how fluid Wembanyama is. 7'5" guys shouldn't be able to move like this.
Into the third. 2 minutes in now. Well, Richard, it might be a long time before we see a player with the combination of Wembanyama's size and skill.
He changes every opponent's game plan, offensively and defensively. You've seen nothing like it, and we probably won't for a long time.
5 to shoot. And it's Fox with the jam.
A monster night for Fox. You can call him a point guard. I call him a scoring guard because that's what De'Aaron brings.
There's the 3. And that one's good. Jay's got 39.
They're in strong position coming down the stretch, and he is a big reason why.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Back to Fox. From behind the arc. And it's Portland with a rebound. Wembanyama's got his 8th rebound here tonight.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Avdia, screen on Vassell. And there's the lob. From 10 feet away. And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here. And let's check out a breakdown looking at some stats for Keldon Johnson.
He's been really dialed in from deep during these last 5 games. Looking assertive and in control every time he rises up to shoot from beyond the three-point line. And it's been fun to watch.
Johnson, he's checked in for San Antonio. And the whistle on the shot. Got some contact there. Misses the shot, but he'll shoot 2. And the 11th pick in 2020. Devin Vassell was drafted for his defense. But Richard, his shot creation has come a long way.
Yeah, he's very comfortable handling and operating in the mid-range. One of his best ranges. He's moved past that 3 and D tag, and he's showing he can do so much more.
That free throw, no good. Well, Grant, with players getting bigger and more athletic, do you support moving the restricted area out?
Yeah, B.A., I would. We've seen a lot of injuries when defenders slide underneath elevated players on the drive. So cutting down that risk makes a lot of sense.
Grant, compared to some of the flashier scorers, Devin Vassell has a more workmanlike approach.
Yeah, he can quietly drop a big game on you. He doesn't draw attention with stylish plays and big circus shots. He just grinds it out by finding his looks.
Outside Johnson. To the paint. Here's Castle. Pass to Klingon. And here's Vassell. Let's go with a 3. Counted from distance. Vassell's got 7.
That's a key shot by Vassell. He is very good at those corner threes, and that'll stretch the defense out.
Simons passes to Jay. There's 1:12 left in the 3rd quarter. And Williams punches it home.
Oh, great teamwork right there.
Hey, you got to love the finish. Bringing it down with some attitude. And Fox has got the ball here for San Antonio. Vassell, a screen on Simons. Here's Fox. On the money with a shot from the left block. He's got 15.
That sweet lefty stroke from Fox. You don't see that very often.
Pass to Jay. From the arc. And again, it's Portland with a 3.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
The Spurs have gone cold here in this 3rd quarter. Just 3 of 9. Simons against Fox. Outside Johnson. Trying to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Shot clock and game clock. 1 second differential. Pass to Jay. This one for 3. Vassell with the rebound. To the left side wing. Castle for three. Rebounded by Kamari. Jay, the pass to Simons. Nails it from beyond the arc. Simons has got 6 in the quarter.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Serving it up on a platter, that is a beautiful dish. And 2 teammates on the same page, woo.
And with the fourth quarter upon time is running out for this game to become competitive. All right, on the floor for San Antonio starting the fourth quarter. They've got Jose Alvarado. Castle is out there with Keldon Johnson. Then it's Andre Drummond, and it's Harden in at the shooting guard position. Alvarado, the pass to Harden. Step back shot, and rejected. And as it goes out of bounds, San Antonio will keep possession. Just a superb read on defense to come up with the block.
Yeah, obviously he had the shot well anticipated, able to shut it down with authority.
Harden.
5 on the clock. Off target from the baseline.
Defense kind of rolled the dice there, and I'm a little surprised that it ended up going their way with the miss.
Here's Jay. Nails it from 3. Jay's got 45 points.
Man, they're having a hard time defending. In the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Johnson for 3. San Antonio again missing. Portland has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Ooh, basket interference. Williams is checked in for Portland. Vassell, he's checked in for San Antonio. The Spurs have gone 0 for 3 in this fourth. Not good. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Johnson finds Harden. Portland with a rebound. And he's going for the lob. It's stolen by Drummond. Here's Castle. Oh, he jams it straight down.
Terrific recognition from Harden. He has a sixth sense when it comes to getting guys open.
Here's Jay. And you see player training methods a lot more than just running and getting shots up.
And you know, B.A., what interests me, players not just training their bodies better than ever, but also their minds. They're working on hand-eye coordination drills and just all kinds of stuff to enhance their reflexes.
And the basket by Castle. The Trailblazers have gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Simons outside. Here's Jay. And the jam by Walker.
Since halftime, they have been efficient and effective, making Coach very happy.
Well, I credit some of that to their communication out on the floor. They are attacking as a unit.
Now here's Harden. Pass to Castle. Driving inside. Walker pulls down the board. For Portland, they've gone 3 of 4 in the fourth and looking confident on offense. Walker, a screen on Harden. Jay, the pass to Walker. Very pretty alley-oop.
Smooth finish off a terrific feed.
Man, the timing and execution couldn't have been any better right there. Now here's Drummond. Outside Harden. Off with the layup. For Portland, they've gotten 4 of 5 attempts to fall so far in the fourth. 1:46 left in the final quarter. And the ball out of play. The Spurs will have it.
A sloppy turnover. When you're not locked in, you pay the price.
He should have been able to catch
Portland's making
that.
a switch here. Prince is checked in.
Like 5 of those turnovers they gave me, that my
And
teammate
so it's
just
Fox with it. They'll bring it up for San Antonio. Pass to Castle. They set the screen. Here's Klingon. Williams defending. That one drops for him.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Trailblazers.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
That'll do it for this one. They've earned their 27th victory of the year tonight.
Yeah, this is far from the last word in the season series. Still 3 more meetings between them and plenty of motivation to square things up.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Jay.
Okay, I'm going to explain what he did here. It's called playmaking. Being someone that seeks out their teammates, making the extra pass.
Clock at 6. Lets a 3 fly. And yes, another basket. And that gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
On offense, here is San Antonio. Pass to Klingon. 32 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Vassell. No good with the triple.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
Here's Jay. He's covered by Fox. And Williams punches it home.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
Now Fox. So it's the Trailblazers winning this one easily. And now they'll move on in the NBA Cup tournament to the West semifinals.
They've got their sights set on winning that cup this year. So far, so good. They just have to keep playing at a high level.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Grant Hill, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. So long, everybody.
You earned that one.
I see a lot of people jumping on MP for all those turnovers, but everyone has bad games. Hoopers know. It's no big deal.